Now let's take an example to understand use of general term in binomial theorems. Over here you can see it is given that you have to find out the term indicated in the expansion, and the expansion is x plus 4 whole raised to the power 5, and it has a term x cube. Now x is the first term, and as I told earlier, power of the first term, which is 3 here, power of the first term, which is 3, will be equal to difference of the superscript. Superscript is 5 over here, that is power of expansion, minus the subscript. Subscript we don't know, so we are just taking it as r. Now if I solve it, if I solve this, I am going to get r as 2. So r means subscript is 2. If the subscript is 2, the number of terms should be 1 more. So we need to find out which term. Can you guess which term we need to find out? Yes, you are right. We need to find out third term. So I'm going to write T3 over here. In place of n, it is 5. So I will write 5 over here. C, and r is 2. So I'm going to write r as 2 over here. Subscript will be 2. You can understand that way also, that if the term is third, then the subscript will be 1 less. Now the first term, which is x, will take power which will be equal to difference of 5 and 2, so 3 x cube, and there is second power which is 4, and the second term always takes power equal to the subscript, so that is going to be 2. Now I need to find out the term, so this will be term. If I simplify 5c2 using GDC or using calculator, I am going to find out value, and the value of 5c2 will be 10 times x cube, and 4 square, you know, it will be 16. So the third term is going to be 16 times 10, that will be 160 x cube. So this is how we are going to solve questions using general term, or this is how we are going to apply general term. Okay, let's take another example over here. We have taken one more expansion, that is 2p minus 3q whole raised to the power 7, and we have to find out a term which has p square q raised to the power 5. If you just see, q is the second term, and power of the second term is r over here, or subscript. So I can easily find out r, or the subscript over here. The subscript is 5. Now if subscript is 5, that means I need to find out T6. So I'll just find out T6, which will be equal to, now term is 6, so R should be 5, so 7 C5. This is one more way of writing NCR, 7C5. Now the first term, if you see over there, that is 2p, so I'm going to write 2p here. And the first term takes power as difference of the subscript and superscript, or I should say superscript and subscript. So this is going to 7 minus 5, which will be 2. Now take the second term. Second term is minus 3q, so I will write 3q over here, and power of the second term is going to be equal to the subscript, so that will be 5. Now if I solve 7c5 using your calculator, so I'm going to get answer as 21 times 2p whole square. 2 square is 4, p square will be p square, now minus 3 whole cube. If I take cube of minus 3, that is going to be 243. So I will write 243. and then q raised to the power 5. Now I'll just simply multiply it, and I'm going to get the answer. So it will be 21 minus 21 times 4 times 243, 243 p square q raised to the power 5. Here the term was asked. In some of the questions they ask coefficients. So coefficient of p square and q raised to the power 5 will be everything other than p square and q raised to the power 5. So answer will be minus 21 times 4 times 23. The result will be my answer. So this is how we solve these type of questions using general term of binomial theorem.